everyone. We acknowledge that the Hi. We acknowledge that the two Michaels are meeting on traditional Kaurna land of the Kaurna people of the Adelaide Plains, and we'd like to pay our respects to the elders past and present. We respect and recognise their cultural beliefs and their relationship with the land, and we extend that respect to all other Aboriginal language groups around Australia and New Zealand, wherever you are. Have a great day.
Well, thank you, Cecilia. Hello, everyone. I'm Michael Aquilina, and this is...
I'm Michael McConnochie.
And we are your hosts today for the Music Count Us In workshop, which is really, really exciting. We'll just go through a few housekeeping rules. Michael and I aren't going to be keeping an eye on the chat just because there's so much going on today. So we've got two moderators. We've got Cecilia, who just did our acknowledgement of country, and we've also got Maria Stone as well.
Hi, everyone.
Thanks, Maria. And Maria and Cecilia are the vice presidents of the Offshore Work Association of South Australia. So, Michael, do you want to say anything about that?
No, we've covered that.
Cool. We are testing the limits today, everybody, with Zoom. When we put together this session, we didn't think we'd get this many people registering today. We have around 287 people who have registered, which is huge. You know, the big we've done something for is 70 people, and that had its challenges. So please bear with us today as we take Zoom to the limits and push it as far as we can with nearly 300 people, which I think is fantastic and exciting. I was doing some quick maths today of just the number of people coming today and going, if everyone taught on average 200 kids, we are getting out to over 100,000 kids with this song if everyone takes things back to their school. So I think that's a really cool and exciting thing to be part of. So thanks for joining us today. Now, we did ask everyone if you could change your names, and I know some people were having some issues. The reason we need to know who you are is just because Music Count Us In has asked us to give them a list of people who've attended, because they use that information for their data to try and keep this program going. So if you could just change your name on your screen if you haven't already, it needs to be your first name and your last name. The way you do it is grab your mouse and just put it over the top of your image wherever you are, and you should see three little dots pop up. If you click on those three little dots, it will ask you to rename, and just type in your first name and second name, or the names that you use to connect with on the form, sorry. And then that should work. Let's close that, sorry. We'll give everyone a moment for it. Sorry, I don't know how to do it on iPhones or iPads or on mobile phones, so apologies about that. We'll just give everyone another minute or two. Hopefully it's nice and warm where you are. It's currently raining here in Adelaide, which is a lot of fun. Beautiful. I think pretty much everyone is sorted, and if we haven't got your name, we'll send you a private chat throughout the session today and find out who you are. Beautiful. All right, let's get into it. So we're here today. Pardon?
We just ask
All right, just everyone to make sure you're on mute as well. Make sure you're on mute. So just press the microphone on the bottom of your screen there, or the three dots again to mute. Looks like everyone is. Beautiful. Okay, let's get started. So we're here today to learn a few different ways and how to use the Music Count Us In song, which is You Won't Bring Us Down. Michael and I have come up with a range of different activities that you can use in your classroom with your students. We've used some of them with our students already, and others we know will work because we've tried them in various ways and forms. Some of them are quite easy, some of them are really challenging. This is mainly aimed towards your primary school students, so we're talking about reception or foundation through to about the year 7 level. You could probably push some of it up to year 8, year 9 level for those people who do teach those older grades. But we thought the best thing to do to start off with is to start off with a bit of a movement warm-up. And I'll just put in the instructions in the chat as well, because that will make life easier for you all. So we're going to start off with a little movement dance activity. And I'm going to show you a few different cards. So whenever you see, make sure you've got yourself in grid view, and then make sure we're pinned to the top so you can always see us. But whenever you see a green circle, you just need to move around in a circle. So you can either stand up and turn around, you can move your hands, your head, a finger, you might want to move your eyes, your elbows. So does everyone want to give that a bit of a shot? Give that a go. If you can dance, fantastic. Beautiful circles, excellent. So every time you see a circle, do that. Every time you see a purple zigzag, you just need to make some zigzaggy type movements with your body. So it could be anything like this, disco DJ. You might want to use your legs. Go crazy with it. Everyone give that one a shot. It looks so cool on grid view. This is fantastic. Blue arrow. Okay, whenever you see a yellow triangle, and apologies, but you know that yellow triangle, just go nuts. You can do your own little groove. So groove out there in your little square for us. You can do whatever you like. Some people are going absolutely crazy. Some people taking it slower. Beautiful. Whenever you get a blue arrow, you just need to move whichever way the arrow is pointing for you. So if we're all that way, can you move that way, please? What about that way? This way. And that way. And if we go like that, does that work? It kind of does. Beautiful. All right, now the two cool bits. If you see a red SA, that means if you are currently in South Australia, it's your turn to dance and have a free boogie. And if you're not from South Australia, you just have to sit there and watch. So South Australians, give it a go. We only have a handful in our squid at the moment. That's great. Beautiful. And then if you are seeing an orange star, that means you are a star. It means you're not in South Australia. You can dance, and South Australians, you just need to sit there and watch as well. So everybody else, from wherever you are in the world. Fantastic, beautiful. All right, I forgot to get the music up. I knew there was one job I forgot to do. Okay, so ready to give it a go? Excellent, glad you can hear us now. So I'm gonna put that up. I'm just gonna share the music. I just need to know what I'm starting off with. We'll start off with an arrow just to let everybody know. And advanced, sorry, just need to music or computer sound. Share that. And I'll just put the music on and we'll begin.
Share. Don't pretend that we're not there. This is our time to sing our song. Don't tell us that we're always wrong. Sometimes you just want to sing out, but it's hard to find the words. One voice may not seem to be strong, but together we can be Na 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 na. Na 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 na. 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 Na 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 na.
Whoa, fantastic. That looks so cool. That looks so cool on the screen if you're watching as well. So what we just did there is a really simple basic activity. It doesn't require much musical knowledge. These are just cards that I literally drew up 5 minutes before we hopped on Zoom because I left all my other cards at school, being on school holidays at the moment. And what I did was I followed the structure of the piece of music, or the form of the piece of music, where we had the introduction. So the introduction was this part at the beginning here. All the verses were the green circle. So moving to that green circle, I had zigzag as the pre-chorus. We had the triangle as the chorus, sorry, mental blank. And we had the essay and non-essay people, the stars, as well as the tag that comes after the chorus, and just changing up where they went as well. And when we got to the real part of the breakdown, we brought the arrow back just to show it was really different as well. So it's a really simple way to get kids involved with the music in a non-threatening way. It allows them to explore the music in different ways as well. You don't have to use colored cards. You can. I've also got a set of just plain blank cards that have arrows or directional words on that we hold up. Kids can even run this themselves as well. So you can say, off you go, hold this up for the rest of the class, or they could even choreograph an entire dance to the song just using the same sorts of cards as well. So there's a whole heap of different ways you could do them. With the directional ones, sometimes I might have a colored card on the side. So it's just a plain colored paper, and I give different kids different colored pop sticks. And when their colored pop stick is up, that's when they're allowed to move, and they do whatever is on that card as well. So a whole heap of different things you can do with that there.
And we should say we stole that idea.
We have stolen that idea from some very good friends of ours. Peter Harper, who's in New South Wales. So some of you from New South Wales may know Peter. And she's shown us, I know she's fantastic. She's shown us heaps of different ways how to use that idea. So, and I know she's happy for us to use that as well. So thanks, Peter. Are there any questions about that at all? Maria, is there anything in the chat? No, nothing in the chat. Cool, no worries. Okay, let's move on to the next thing, which is a little bit scarier and will take us a little while to do. So one of the things I tend to do every year for Music Countersin is I create don't need that one, sorry, I've just got everything open, ready to go. I create a graphic score. I want to get the easy one. Yep, easy one. There we go. Sorry. So every year I create a graphic score, and a graphic score I'll just make this full screen as well. Can you all see the full screen there? Maria, can they all see the full screen? Yes, we can. Awesome. So a graphic score is basically a piece of music which can be written using images and pictures, and the way how you play it and interpret it is totally up to you. When I give this to my students, I ask them, what do you see? Tell me what you see. We usually get the colors. I get lots of different shapes, so star, circle, rectangle, a cross or an X, triangles, ovals and a squiggly line that you can see down here. So just to let everyone know, I'm calling these an oval and that's a circle. I see boxes, lines, we get lots of times two. We've got these weird things here, and we've got some words down the bottom. Star equals tutti or everyone. This equals repeat, and this is how many times you play the section. So we have that discussion, and then we go through and we start trying to figure out how does this work. So the way this graphic score works is that each box here represents a beat of music. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 beats of music, and then you can see there's a white box here, and we're going to call that a bar line. So in music, and this is for those people, I know there are a lot of people here today who are not music specialists. So just to let you know that when you have a space between two bars of music, so this is a bar of music, this space here is called a bar line, and it just breaks the music up and makes it easier for us to read. So it's kind of like your grammar when it comes to writing. It just makes it simpler and easier to read your music and follow it along. When we have something in a box, it means we should probably do something. And when there's nothing in the box, you don't do anything. The ×2 means how many times through you play that section. And the colors here, that's the form and structure of the piece as well. So the introduction, verse 1, the pre-chorus, the chorus, the tagline, the other part that's not the tagline, but the half chorus, the chorus again, and then your breakdown, pardon me. And so the colors change to represent that. Here we've got our repeat sign. So we go through and we play everything as written. So this twice, the yellow section twice, the blue section twice, all the way through down to here. And then we come back up here to the top of the yellow section. And then you play it through again, exactly as is. But then this time when you get to here and you finish your purple for the second time, you go here and yes, you continue to play on. And then the fun part at the bottom down here, where you've got lots of stars, means you can do lots of different things there, and everyone should be moving and going crazy or playing. In music, we use lots of Italian words and Italian terms. So tutti literally translates to everybody. So whenever there's a star, everyone should be doing whatever it is. So I've written this in mind using percussion instruments. So tambourines, drums, claves, maracas, triangles, drums. So all those instruments would play. But obviously today we don't have instruments. So we're going to turn it into a body percussion score. So we're going to use our body to create different sounds. But we're not going to use the easy score. We're going to use the hard score. So this is the easy one, and it is pretty straightforward and simple. There's only one thing played in each beat of music. But if I just pop up the scary score, the advanced score, not the scary one. That one there. You will see, there we go, that it looks, loving the faces that I'm seeing at the moment going, what? So it's a lot more complex. So we still have the same idea with the colored spaces. You've still got your star, tutti means everybody. You've still got your empty spaces. You've got your bars. You've got your 2 times, your repeats. But then we've got 2 images here in a box. So when we have the 2 images there in the box, it means you've got to do something twice. So in music, we would call this a quaver or double quavers or TTs or tates or whatever you want to call them. So it'd be a rather than a, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, it'll make sense in a moment. So we're going to give this a shot playing it today. We're going to practice it first because earlier today, Michael and I tried playing it to the music and we had a little meltdown going, how are we going to do this? Because it's quite tricky and full on. So I'm just going to put in the chat.
Michael, people just wondering how you created that. What program did you use?
I just used Microsoft Word.
Yeah.
So to create it, I do this on Microsoft Word. I just put my page is A4 page. You can do an A3 page if you want to make really big stuff, but I always figure A4 and then you can scale it when you print it. I put it down. I make the table, put a table template down. So I figure out how many spaces I need. And then I just make the images using the shapes and put it in there. And then I colored the boxes that way as well. And then the things like the repeats, I just made them years ago using just straight lines and dots and colored them in and group it all together. And then all of this here is all the text is in movable text boxes. So it's really easy to make.
And everyone will get a copy of all these graphics.
Yes. Yeah. So all of this will be on Music Count Us In. It's going up on the website, and we've also got things on YouTube as well. I'll just put, so not everyone in there, everyone in the meeting. So if you have a look at your chat, this is what we're going to do. Every time today we see a star, you just need to clap. Okay, so every time you see a star, clap. When you have the cross over here, you just need to click. When you have the triangle, we are going to do a thing called arm slap. So, oh, I forgot to change it, did I?
No, you're right. You got to do circle.
No.
First. Circle was.
Oh, circle.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, circles.
Right.
I am right. Sorry, because we changed it. So circle. Sorry, we'll go back to the circle. So we got star, which is clap, cross, which is click. Circle is going to be arm slaps or a slap on the wrist, however you want to do it. It will make sense in a moment why we're doing this. I know it doesn't seem natural, but trust me. Triangle, we've got your chest, so you can either here or on your belly, wherever you feel comfortable with that. Unfortunately, you can't copy the chat comments. There's no way to do it. We haven't figured that out ourselves. Sorry, Chris. And then the last one is the oval. And the oval, it's a head. Oh, sorry. We've got our rectangles. I've got my chat screen covering them. So rectangles, which is a patch. So a slap on your legs. And then your oval, which is a head pat. And when you've got a squiggly line, it's just a head rub. If you don't want to ruin your hair, you can just do it on the side of your temples and massage yourself if you'd like. We'll go through it together.
You can scroll. People can scroll.
Yeah.
Back up.
If everyone just stops typing in the chat, just allow people to scroll up so they can read that if they want, because I know I'm going to be reading the chat because it's going to get tricky. So let's give it a shot. It's pretty simple. I'll just count. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, I'll try and bump it around. So ready, 1, 2, ready, and rest, clap, 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 rest, clap. I know there's a lag. Don't stress out the lag. I've got a plan to get rid of that lag for you in a moment. Okay, we've then got the crosses and the circle and triangle part. Let's try that. We'll just go through that part once. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, arm slaps, rest, chest, 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 patch, 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 patch. Fantastic. We'll do the blue part just once through. Ready, 1, 2, off we go. Rest, click, rest, slap, rest, click, rest, slap, rest, click, rest, slap, patch, 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 rest. Okay, this is where it starts to get tricky. So we've got a click, 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 slap, 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 chest, 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 patch, patch, patch. Okay, so now can you see why we've done this? Because it's a natural progression through. So we'll take it slow. 1, 2, ready, and click, 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 chest, chest, patch, slap, chest, chest, patch, 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 clap, 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 rest, clap, clap, clap again, click, 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 arm, chest, 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 patch, 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 clap, 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 rest, clap, 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 rest. Fantastic. That's the easy hard part done. Here comes the hard part. So it's pretty tricky when you're doing it at speed. So it's click, click, arm, chest, chest, patch, patch, click, click, arm, chest, chest, clap, click, click, chest, chest, patch, click, click, arm, chest, chest, clap. Okay. I can only see 2 people on my screen, so they've got it right. Fantastic. I hope the rest of you are going well. Let's try it again a bit slower. 1, 2, on the purple. 1, 2, ready, and click, click, chest, chest, patch, patch, click, click, chest, chest, clap, click, click, chest, chest, clap, patch, click, click, chest, chest, clap. How you going? I'll just scroll through the names. How's everyone going? Thumbs up or down if you've got it. I've got sideways thumbs. I've got someone who's there, someone wiggling fingers. That's okay. If we were in a classroom and learning this properly, we'd have heaps of time. We'll give it a go though. Let's just practice the head part. Ready? And head scratch, and head scratch, head scratch, and head scratch. Then the rest is pretty much the same all the way through. And then you get down to here and then it's just a head tap rather than a scratch. So when I've written this in my mind, I've gone the ovals are your tambourine with a clap and a shake. So give this part a turn. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, tap, 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 rest, tap. Good. And then with the stars at the end, clapping. And then when you've got all these stars here, thank you, Michael. So lots of stars. How do you all feel about that? Yeah, pretty good. Everyone happy to give it a go with the music? Where if you get to that part and you can't do it, just throw your arms in the air and laugh, because that's all we
Wave
do.
around like you just don't care.
Yeah, that's what we do. Right, so here we go. I have got this. Now I've created it as a follow the bouncing ball video for you all to make life easier. This is the one I want to share. So this is a version of follow the bouncing ball video I created for it. It's available on YouTube if you want to use it, but I'd suggest doing what we just did with your students first, just to get them going. All right, ready? Here we go.
This is our world for us to share. Don't pretend that we're not there. This is our time to sing our song. Don't tell us that we're always wrong. Sometimes you just want to sing out, but it's hard to find the words. One voice may not seem to be strong, but together we can be heard. Even though it can be hard to stand our ground, it won't bring us down. Crazy times we're living in, heads are spinning round, it won't bring us down. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. This is our world, it's all we have. Stand up before it's all too late. We need to change, it's can't wait. There's no time to hesitate. Sometimes you just want to sing out, but it's hard to find the words. One voice may not seem to be strong, but together we can be heard. Even though it can be hard to stand our ground, it won't bring us down. Crazy times we're living in, heads are spinning round, it won't bring us down. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. One voice may not seem to be strong, but together we na 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 na.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, I can see all the sweat on everyone's faces freaking out going, oh my gosh. Welcome to my world. So, like I said, that's the advanced graphic score. Graphic scores aren't just for little kids. I would have my year 7s doing that, and we'd probably even start off with the real basic, the easy score, and then move our way up to the advanced score. I've also taught reception classes or foundation classes that could do the advanced score straight away just because they've been that switched on with it. So don't feel like it's a junior primary, upper primary thing or a high school thing or not a high school thing. It's a wherever you're at sort of thing. So they're up there on the YouTube page I know at the moment. I've also made a follow the bouncing ball video for the easy score as well, if you'd like to use that. So that might be something helpful. Are there any questions about that one? Maria? No, nothing? Cool.
No, everyone seemed to have enjoyed it, and yeah.
Oh, the bouncing ball video, I've just seen someone ask. No, the bouncing ball video. So I was supposed to go to Europe earlier this year for a very big holiday, which I've been saving up for a very long time, and then COVID hit. So I thought I'm going to treat myself, and I bought myself a MacBook Pro with all the bells and whistles. So I'm using Final Cut Pro 10, and it's got lots of different features in there where you can have images moving around and track bouncing balls and follow the square and sort of thing. So it's a little bit tricky how to do it on I'm not sure how to do it on another program, but there are ways around it. I know Katie Wardrobe's got stuff that you could do. Yeah, she's got YouTube tutorials and all that sort of thing. So maybe check her out on Midnight Music as well. Cool. All right. Michael,
Okay.
it's your turn.
My turn. Okay, so my name is Michael McConnochie. I teach at a very large school, and one of the things that we do every year as a whole school is to do a whole school performance where music hangs in. And generally what I try and do is film that from above, and I try and be really intricate in the way that I do things so it looks pretty spectacular from a high above range. So what I'm going to do today is to share what my plan is for teaching my students next year. So I teach reception through to year 7, next term, sorry, not next year. Thanks, Anne. I can see your face telling me that I was wrong. You just looked at me funny. So I teach reception to year 7. So I have to have a range of ability because the little kids have to be able to do it as well as the older kids. Because it's a whole school thing, we all have to be able to do it together. So this year with COVID and everything, I'm really conscious of kids not touching things, touching each other, all that sort of thing. So we're going to use sticks, okay? And all of the sticks are going to be, the kids will have their own individual pair of sticks. And when they do have to interact with each other, they will be tapping sticks together.
Oh.
Okay, rather than actually touching hands or anything. So everything will be done with sticks. Okay, so I'm going to start off now with the junior primary version. Okay, so if I can get Michael to put up the
practice one.
Practice one for me, and we'll just run through the rhythms. They're fairly straightforward.
There we go.
Okay, so during the introduction, okay, it's as simple as going rest, click, rest, click, rest, click, rest, click, rest, click, rest, click. And we do that 4 times. Now you'll see on the bottom corner of this little page, when I put it into video mode in a minute, it tells you what's coming up on the next page. So you can kind of prepare yourself for what the next rhythm's going to be before it switches on you. Okay, so there is down the bottom corner what's the next 4 beats going to be. Okay, so if we head to the next page, in our verse. Now, there's two different music notes there. So the ones that are the traditional notes with the circle ball, they're hit on the floor. Okay. And then the cross ones are the sticks hit together. Okay. So floor and then sticks together. Okay. So that's the verse 1. The next bit is the same pattern as before. So it's rest, click, rest, click, rest, click, rest, click. Okay, and the next pattern. Okay, so this is a longer pattern where we go T, T, ta, T, T, ta, T, T, ta, T, T, ta, and then click, rest, click, rest, click, rest, click, rest. Now, in terms of the music, those patterns actually follow similar to the vocal line. Okay, so for little kids, if they know the vocal line, those patterns kind of follow the vocal line. Okay, so it makes it a little bit easier. The next page is it might look really complicated, okay, but it is just the vocal na 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 na. Okay, so all they're going to do is play na 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 na. So it's exactly the same as what they sing, na 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 na. Okay, so don't stress about the fact that looks quite complicated. It is exactly what they sing. Okay, so even with little kids, they'll be able to sing na 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 na.
Nah.
Okay, and then we've got the half pre-chorus. Okay, now this is click, rest, 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 click, rest, rest, rest. Then T, 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 ta, 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 da, 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 da. So the last one is just da, 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 and it actually matches the drum beat at that point in the music. So when we do it with the music in a minute, it's exactly what the drum beat does.
Another part.
And in the last part, another breakdown is the same again. So there's lots of repetition for the little kids. Okay, so they're just playing that 2 and 4 a lot.
And that's it.
And I think that's it. That's all the patterns that you need to know. Okay, should we give it a go? This video is already up on YouTube. Okay, but today we did make one where I'm playing as well. So we'll do that one now so you can follow along.
Do that one, okay.
And this will be up on YouTube as well at some point soon.
Sure. Hang on, where's Zoom gone? So, sorry, we've got so many things open at the moment. Zoom, there we are. And share the screen. And video share. Right, ready? I just need to grab something.
This is our world for us to share. Don't pretend that we're not there. This is our time to sing. na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Okay, so that's the basic patterns that go with it. When we actually do it for real, we will add some things where, if you just go back to the practice stuff for me, I'll just show you. So if you go to this, no, it's not that one. Next one. That one, the pre-chorus. Instead of them going click and click, they'll be sitting in circles. Okay, so what they'll end up doing is going and hit with the person next to them. Okay, so that will be that, and then, and I'll explain the next bit in a minute. If we just go to the next page. Okay, this bit here will be a little bit different, and this is going to interact with the older students, but those clicks, instead of being clicks themselves, they'll be clicking with a older student. So receptions might be clicking with year 4s, and year 1s will be clicking with year 5s, but they'll be clicking with a partner, with a buddy from the school. And I'll explain that a little bit more when I get to the harder version. Okay, so just bear with that. So there is a little bit more complexity to it. But we'll come back to that in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll jump somewhere else, then we'll come back.
Cool. All right. Give your brains a bit of a rest. Okay. So,
Michael, just before,
yes.
Just a couple of things in the chat room. Someone, Chris Ram just asked if we're using the YouTube, there won't be a time lag. Is that right?
Yes.
No, there won't be.
No.
Yeah.
And we're very conscious that today there is going to be a time lag just because we are on Zoom. That's why we've created a lot of these videos of us already doing it, so that we're not trying to compete with music and time lags and everything. So you can still kind of get the idea and see it clearly rather than get the huge lag as well. But all of it will be available for you guys to watch properly on YouTube as well afterwards.
Yeah.
And also just about remote learning, people still on remote learning, can they share this to the students for home learning? Is the link on the website, Music Can I Sing, can be copied? And
it's all on YouTube, so YouTube public, so that it can go to anyone.
Yeah. And Music Can I Sing really do promote sharing and using this. They even ask us to share the song with students. So I remember last year, my kids absolutely loved the song, that they came to me with USBs and their phones and everything and said, can you put the song on? Where can we get the song from? So I know they did you could get it on Spotify last year and Apple Play, Apple Music. It's on Spotify again this year. So kids can also stream it as well online as well, or use the YouTube too.
And just one more, would you make sure that everyone was doing the left hand and right hand at the same time, or?
No, it won't matter which hand they're doing.
And could we see that, please? You were on screen share. Right. Not sure about that one.
Oh,
okay.
The tapping stick part, I think it was, because I was on the wrong screen. So it was that. Is it that part?
So the pre-chorus is a rest, hit, rest, hit, as kids are sitting in circles. Okay, so they'll be going from hitting either side of them. And then when they get to the chorus, which is the click, we go T-T-tar, 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 and then we go click, 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 click. Okay, so the idea will be that the little kids are sitting in a circle facing outwards, and the older kids are sitting in a circle facing inwards. So each older student will be facing a younger student.
It will make sense.
It'll make sense in a minute.
Yeah. Thanks for clarifying that.
It's so hard to explain over Zoom.
And timeline, when would you start? What sort of time frame?
I give my students 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah.
I give 3 lessons to do it, and then we do it for real. The first time we practice it is the real time we do it.
As a whole school.
As a whole school.
Yeah.
So we don't practice it otherwise. Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Come on. We're running out of time,
Yes,
and
we're
we've got a
running
fair bit to fit in
Yeah.
still, so bear with us.
I forgot to say, I don't work at the same school as Michael. I work at a different school. I work in a school in the city called Giller Street Primary, and we are a very multicultural school. We have a lot of we used to have a lot of new arrival students coming through, and they'd go through an intensive English language program with us. So a lot of what I do has to be accessible to them as well. So I do lots of things with colours. And one of the cool things I like using are these things here called Boomwhackers. So they're just pieces of pipe, essentially pieces of pipe that are cut to different lengths, and they're tuned as well. So all your red pipes are a C, and all your yellow ones are an E, and it keeps going up like that. I've got a whole huge Boomwhacker safety announcement, which, talks about, these aren't lightsabers, you're not a pirate, it's not a didgeridoo, I don't use the force, I'm not your father, sort of thing. We won't go through that today, I'll do that another time. But I usually create a Boomwhacker score for Music Count Us In as well. So this year, because my kids love hitting things and they love doing the Boomwhacker stuff, so this year I've done the same thing again. And I'll just quickly share the score with you. And this is also available on, wrong share. That's not what I wanted to share. That's what I wanted to share. There we go. Sorry about that. This is the Boomwhacker score that I have. So I've changed it a little bit from previous years. So I've done the Boomwhacker score for Music Count Us In now for the past 3 or 4 years, I reckon. I've just changed it slightly. So the first page talks about what you'll need. This year, I think they've put it in the key of D. So it's got lots of sharps and flats in it. I've tried to stay away from as many of them as I can, and I've used an F sharp. If you don't have an F sharp in your Boomwhacker set, or if you don't have xylophones, because you can easily play this on xylophones, or marimbas or anything, change your F to either a D or an A when that comes up. So that's another way around it if you don't have those F sharps. When you see a white spot, you don't play. When you have notes on top of each other, you play a chord, so it's played at the same time. And if you have two that are in the same pile, hit them together. There'll be a little next thing saying what's coming up next. You've got repeats, and I've also got the end of the song. So we're starting to bring in a bit more of that formal music notation and writing as well. The intro, pretty simple. So similar to my graphic score, I've put them into bars. So I've got bar 1 here, bar 2 there, but I've left a big gap between just to show that that's different. So it's G, G, D, D, G, G, D, D, the whole way through. And then you've got your next. We've got verse 1, and we bring in some rests. I've put them there on purpose because kids really find them difficult to stop on beats 2 and 4, I find. So it's just a way to kind of trick them and also to get them really focused in. You've then got the pre-chorus, and usually I'd say, oh, you'll be fine, you can play it. But I actually played this yesterday, and it's really hard. So when your kids say to you, sir or ma'am, this is really hard, they're not lying, especially if you have the B. So because the B changes where it is on beats, sometimes it's on beat 2, sometimes on 3, sometimes on 1, sometimes on 4. Whoever's got the B has got to be a good counter. I realized yesterday, and I'll show you in a minute, because it's so irregular. So it's a really tricky part, and that's the part you'll probably want to spend the most time practicing. But once you get it, you feel so good and it sounds amazing. You then got the chorus, which is pretty cool and easy and simple. And then we come to the tag, which has the na-na-na-na-na parts, and where you get all your chords. When you're playing with students in a room, it's really important to try and get them to play at the same time. Otherwise you get the whole, and it doesn't sound clean and crisp. Then we go back to the verse, your pre-chorus, your chorus, and then we get the tag. So then we bring in the repeat. So we do that one twice. You then have that breakdown sort of thing in the middle, which is half of a pre-chorus. And then we come back to the chorus, back to your tag, and then we get the full breakdown. And so I break down, what I did here was I actually broke down the chords which are used in the rest of the song. And so we start building them up again until we get to the tag again. And then at the end, everyone who's got these notes just goes crazy and hits them, has a lot of fun. So obviously I can't play that for you today here on Zoom, and I don't have enough people to do that with me in the room. So instead I created a video of me doing that, which is also available online on the Music Countersin YouTube page if you haven't already seen it. And where is it? It's that one there. Huh?
Third one.
That one?
Yeah.
Oh, that one. It is too. So here's the video of me playing it. Sorry, I don't even know what I'm doing. Here's the video of me playing it, just so you can kind of get an idea how the Boomwhacker thing works together. And just see if you can figure out where I freak out with the counting as well. Here we go.
This is our world for us to share. Don't pretend that we're not there.
Yeah, I had way too much fun. Had way too much fun making that video yesterday. But that just kind of gives you an idea of how the Boomwhacker School works together. And, you know, especially for those of you who are still remote teaching, it's something you can share with your students as well and say, here you go, this is what you do with it. The C natural in the key of D. Where is it? I know the C natural, the guy playing the C just had way too much fun doing that. But no, in the chord structure, it was a C natural. It was meant to, you know, in D it's meant to be a C sharp, and then they changed it to a C natural. So yeah, lots of weird and wonderful things in music, count us in music, which is good to play. Any questions on that one, Maria?
Just one, apart from everyone loving it, is there a YouTube video of just the Boomwhacker play along?
Yes, there is. So yeah, there's a video of just the play along, so you can just put that on, press play, and they can play along with it.
Yes.
I don't have a bouncing video with that one. That one was going to take me forever to kind of sort out because I've got the chords and everything else as well and the different shapes. But I also didn't want to do a bouncing video for those students because I want them to read music like a proper musician without following a bouncing ball. So that was my purpose behind doing that.
Okay.
The alternative to F sharps are D and A, just in case. All right, we need to get a move on quickly because we are slowly running out of time. We will change your time on the certificates though, just to let you know. Michael, it's back to you.
Okay, so we've done the younger student version of the stick percussion. So now let's have a look at the older student version.
Grab that one.
It's similar. It follows.
Where am I going? There I am. There's just
it follows a similar sort of pattern, but just adds more complex rhythms into it. So that's not the beginning.
No, it's not. That's the beginning.
Okay, so here's the beginning. It's the same as what the little kids were doing. Okay, so it's still rest, click, rest, click, rest, click. Okay, then our verse, which in the younger version was just ta 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 ta, we're now going t t t t t t ta, click 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 click, t t t t t t ta, click 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 click. Okay, our pre-chorus, hit click click hit click click hit click click hit click click hit click click. Our chorus, instead of going ti ti ta, we're now going ticka ticka ta, ticka ticka ta, ticka ticka ta, ticka ticka ta, tick, 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 tick. Okay, so just complicating the rhythms a little bit. Now, this is a bit interesting. We still have our refrain of na 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 na. Then we have a flip, which is half flip your sticks, and then half flip them again. Okay, so that flip is just a half flip and then a half flip.
Don't try full flip.
Full flips, you'll get sticks going everywhere. So you're going to try and just get your kids, just hold them nice and straight and just throw them straight over so that they land straight back in my hands again. Okay. Obviously, if you don't want to do that, that's fine. Pre-chorus is exactly the same as the little kid version. So it means that the whole school, for me, 700 students, will all do the same pattern at the same time. Okay. And then we have the breakdown, which for the little kids was this, but for the older kids is now... Okay, I think that's it. Shall we try the harder version with the music? And then I'll explain how it all fits together with the two groups.
The hard one, the advanced one. Just go back to Zoom. Cool. Here we go.
Pretend that we're not there. This is our
so that's the harder version. So that's what the older students in my school will be doing. So if I put up the next screen, it puts up what both groups are doing. Okay, so this is not up there yet.
Yeah, hang on.
Ready, we're getting there. Okay, so this is what the whole school will be doing. So you've got the advanced version and the easy version, depending on the year level. So my thought at the moment is my foundation to year 3 will probably do the easy version, my 4s to 7 will do the advanced version. So that's the thought process at the moment. So you can see there that at the introduction, they're doing exactly the same thing. Okay, so they just do exactly the same. When it gets to the verse, again, we've got the advanced, oh, that's the wrong way around.
What?
That's the wrong way around.
Sorry.
It should be the other way around. Sorry, that's our mistake. So the advanced is actually under easy and the easy is under
Advanced.
Okay, so it's just around the wrong way. So advanced will be doing the TTs and the easy will be just doing the TARs. Okay.
Is that done the whole way through?
Yeah, it's done the whole way through.
Sorry.
Okay, so it's around the wrong way. So just flip it around the other way. Again, we've got 2 different parts happening. Okay, when we get to here though, with the advanced version, you've got to imagine all my kids are sitting in a circle. Okay, I'm going to label all my kids alternatively A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B around the circle. Okay, if you're person A, you'll start with however, if you're person B, Michael, you'll start with the clicks. Okay, so it's split into 2 parts. So the A's will start with the tickers and the B's will start with just the TARs. And what the plan is that every second person, so when the tickers go down to do this, the other people will go above the top and do clicks over the top of them. Does that make sense? Okay, so while I'm ticking, so I'm going tick, I then go above and then does that make sense to everyone? Okay, so alternatively around the circle, they're going above and they're going up and down around the circle. Okay, that's the plan for that bit. And then when we get to, that's the same for both, except that they don't have the flip. And that's the little kids might want to flip. Okay, so I'm going to see how I go. That's exactly the same. This bit here, though, we can see that the older kids are doing, and the younger kids are doing the same clicks. So this is where they'll interact with their partner, and the older person will go. Okay, so that would be an interaction between an older student and a younger student. Does that make sense to everyone? Are people nodding?
Yes.
I don't know if people are nodding.
They are.
Maria, are people nodding? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so to put it together as one big performance, little kids sitting in a circle facing outwards, older students facing inwards. So if I'm an older student, you're a younger student. Okay, and then the older ones will have the aboves and downs, and then we interact with each other this way when we get to the breakdown. Does that make sense to everyone? I hope so.
Yep, I've got lots of.
I hope that makes sense. Are there any questions about that? It's really hard to explain via Zoom.
Maria, any questions?
Okay, just a couple.
Hard to explain via Zoom. If we were in a real life face-to-face, we could actually do it.
Yeah. Firstly, would these be on the YouTube to access in the near future?
So the stick stuff, yes, it is. There's a
junior and the advanced.
Pardon?
With these, what we just saw,
yeah.
The junior and the advanced ones, will they be on the YouTube for people?
Yes, there already is just the score on YouTube. There's just not one of Michael playing it on YouTube yet, because we only made that this afternoon.
So, okay.
Yeah, to the music council.
And Michael, someone asked, do you expect the children to know their parts when they're doing the performance?
Yes.
Or they have scores?
Yeah.
All off by heart.
Yeah.
Lower upper heart, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it. Just one question asked about the sticks, but some other people have answered that, which is great.
Just dowel that I've cut up, and then I've just got electrical tape and wrapped the electrical tape around the handle to make the handles. Okay, so it's just long pieces of dowel cut into 30-centimeter lengths. Okay, and I had a grandfather at the school, because I've got 700 pairs of these for 700 students. So I just bought a heap of dowel a few years ago, and I got a grandparent to cut it all up for me. How many lessons before you perform? 3, 4. So I start in week 1 of next term, and then the performance is in Thursday of week 4.
How many lessons? How long are your lessons? And
how long are my lessons? 55 minutes a week. Okay.
What grade of dowels? Sorry, I don't want them to split when the kids are using them. So since you've already road tested them, I was hoping you could share.
These are splitting. I'm telling you that now.
So what I've done with mine, because my kids thrashed theirs, so I now just wrap the entire thing in duct tape. So I use black duct tape, and then I've got fluoro duct tape that I wrap around mine, because I've got a junk percussion group and we do things with neon lights. And the fluoro duct tape's quite hardy and strong, and it doesn't change the sound at all. Yeah, don't use bamboo splits. I'm pretty sure Tasmanian oak, and
Yeah,
I think from memory it's something like 10 mil or something. You know, it's a little oak, yes. Yeah, it's a little bit thicker than a drumstick, than your average drumstick. So if you take a drumstick in with you to Bunnings, and you just check the thick end of the drumstick against that, and go a little bit bigger, you should be fine. But also put it in your hand and see what feels comfortable.
I reckon it's a 10 mil.
Yeah, I think it's about 10 mil from memory. Yeah.
Yep. So 1 lesson per week. Because I don't. So Sarah, I don't technically have lessons with my junior primaries. So I'll bring them in with their class teacher, and I'll teach them with their class teacher. So then they go back to class and they practice it without me. Okay, so the class teacher learns it as well. And I teach this to my entire staff as well, so that my staff can join the circles and be part of the group as well. Okay, so what I tend to do is I have leaders floating around. So my year 6s are generally my leaders. So I'll put them strategically around the place to be people that the people can follow. Okay, so that there's some leadership going on there as well.
Yeah, no worries.
So when I do it, I usually film it, and then I usually send it to Music Canners in, and I'll hopefully share it somewhere so that you can actually see the end product of how it all looks.
You've got them on YouTube still, don't you? Some of them?
I don't know. I know they're on my school Facebook page, but
if you go to Golden Grove Primary School Facebook page, you can see past things what Michael's done.
I've done.
So when they had the song Gold, Michael did a whole thing with pieces of yellow paper, which looked really cool and specky. You've done paper plates, pom-poms, shiny bits of material and fabric.
Ice cream containers.
Ice cream containers.
We played ice cream containers with chopsticks one year. Last year we played chairs, which is why I've got all these sticks. Last year we played chairs. So Golden Grove Primary School.
I'll type it in the chat for you.
Yes.
You look up their Facebook page, and there's videos on the Facebook page.
Michael, do you get the kids to sing the song as well? Someone asked that question.
I don't teach the song in terms of singing it. Okay, so I don't teach it in terms of singing it, but because we do it so many times, by the time we get to the next day, they know it, and they sing along. But some kids find it hard to sing and do these rhythms at the same time as well. So I don't stress too much about the singing part of it. But yeah, definitely do this bit. Yeah, Sarah Coventry used to work at my school, so she's seen it and taught it for me in the past. I don't know if Joanne Lang's on at the moment, but Joanne, if you're taking my days next term, this is what you're doing.
In South Australia, we are allowed to sing. We don't have any rules around that, but I know in other states you're not allowed to sing, or they're slowly looking at changing those. I read that today somewhere, that they're looking at easing some restrictions, but how that is, I'm not sure.
No, we don't do we do it out on our asphalt area. So all of our music canvassing is outdoors. It's on the asphalt area. So yeah, it'll be done outside. and we'll spread the classes around so that they're not all close together.
Yeah, so humming's another good one to do as well.
Usually I invite parents, yes, but at the moment in South Australia, we're not allowed to have parents on site. So no, they won't be here. They won't be there next year, which is why we film it anyway. And because we only do like 10 minutes, it's only a 10-minute thing. So we quite often get, I don't know, about 20, 30 parents there live. And then when we put it online, it goes to thousands of people because people share it, and and we get all the parents get to see it online. Do you have a backing track of the song? Yes, you can download the backing track from the Music Cannasin website.
And they've also got it on YouTube this year as well. And they've also got a click track. So in my videos, I've used the click track, which is the beat. So it gives 8 beats in first, which I find really helpful. So have a look on there. And yeah, there's heaps and heaps and heaps of stuff on the Music Cannasin website. Just make sure you register for Music Cannasin this year if you haven't already. It's free to do so this year. And you'll get, all our resources that we use today, plus things that other teachers have been making as well. We know Tasmania, this morning I saw Tasmania had put up a huge amount of resources to do with percussion and bucket drumming and all that sort of stuff as well. And someone from Queensland has put up a few different things also. So there's a whole heap of resources around there for everybody to access. And there's lots of instrumental versions as well, and instrumental music. So I think they do have tab version, or they've got, they've got tab version on there. They've got orchestras and bands, they've got beginner bands and then advanced bands and orchestras as well. So just go in there and download everything, and then you can use it as well, for years to come. I'm still going back using stuff from 10 years ago. I
think there is a ukulele version, Lucy. I'm pretty sure there is. If you go onto their website and you register and then just go to resources, it comes up with huge amount of resources there.
Yeah. Just
go to their YouTube channel. There's lots of stuff on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, and Rachel from Music Cannasin, so she's in charge now. It used to be Ruth, but she's on maternity leave. Rachel is doing a whole heap of work now, and she's posting things up every day. So have a look for all that stuff up there. Okay, well, that's kind of brought us to the end of the PD today. So thank you very much for everybody coming. We went a little bit longer than what we first expected. So I'm just going to change the time to, let's do 1.5 hours to 6 o'clock. Hey, we'll just change that so you can all get 1.5 hours PD certificate if you like. And to get that, you just need to go to the link that I've just put it up on the chat there, and then we'll also email it to everybody as well who's attended today. So Cecilia, you got everybody, didn't you?
Okay, Michael's. There are some names that I can't match up.
Yeah.
So if everybody that's here goes through that link, that would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think there's some people here that haven't registered, so they've done it anyway. So yeah, that would be good.
No worries, yeah, because they
Can I
just...
say on behalf of everybody, a big thank you to the two Michaels, because they have worked really hard on this, and it's been a long time coming. So well done, guys.
Yes, excellent work.
Thanks, everybody. Well, enjoy the rest of your holidays for those of you that are on holidays, and hopefully everyone can get out of the house very soon if you haven't already. Take care of yourselves and enjoy Music Cannasin when you guys get around to doing it this year. Make sure you register and enjoy the resources.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good time. Bye.
See ya.